má bá wọn péjú ká tètè ká gbé kíní kó bá lè yà. Kó máa ti méjì máa wẹ̀tẹ̀.
Good afternoon, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Garba Fizo. We are reporting live for Professor Tava. We are live at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. As you all know, yes, we have a tomato farm, and now we are trying to also see how we can expand because we have enough space here, and also try to see how we can expand more and also grow more. You can see, every Fridays on Sedge Farm Consult Limited is mainly for farming activities and also sport activities as well. And now we are engaging in the farming activities. You can see some of our intern students from SKA and some other schools that we have here, that the one engaging in the planting of the tomato. Yesterday, let me say the first day, we applied our manure just to make sure the soil is fertile, and now it is time to transplant. And now some people might have said, why are you transplanting in the afternoon? Looking at the weather is cool, and at least we know it's not too harsh for us to transplant. Well, the norms, if you have to transplant, it should be early in the morning or later in the evening. But when the weather is not too harsh, it's not too sunny, then you can continue to do your transplanting activities, and that is what we are doing here at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. Now we have some of our consultants, and let me say one of the member of the Sedge Farm Consult Limited when it comes to crop aspects, Mr. Sodi. He was the one that did the nursery of the tomato using the cobra seed. And when you're talking about cobra seed, they are one of the seed and the varieties that are doing very great, and that is why he is an expert when it comes to crop farming, and that was why he did the nursery. And now this is what we have. Now what we are trying to do is just to transplant, and we are not doing it alone. We are also allowing our students to also learn from what is happening here. Both the female and the male students are doing very great here. You can see they are also trying to transplant. Now we have close to like more than 1,000 beds here, which we are transplanting here, and we are very sure if we are harvesting this in the next 2-3 months, definitely we should also be able to contribute to what we call food security. And I want to also say this as well. I noticed something, and I think I'm very, very happy with that, because while walking around the streets, moving around the different households, and I see that people have started planting something. Yes, I think we now know that it is our concern, it is our duty to also see how we can contribute to what we call food security in the nation. I think that is a good one from us, and that is what we are also doing at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. Now what we are doing is just to make sure our youth are also included in the agricultural sector. We don't just need to do it ourselves, probably because we have the knowledge. We also need to carry them along. At least they are going to learn and also replicate this when they get back to schools and their various homes as well. And that is what is happening here at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. Yes, if you are just joining us, we are at Sedge Farm Consult Limited, at where we are transplanting our tomato seedlings, and this is the transplanting phase now. And you remember, we have different phases in tomato. We have the vegetative, the flowering, and the vegetative. That is the vegetative, the flowering, and also the fruiting stage. Now remember, the one we planted some months ago, like that was exactly July 1. That was when we planted it, and now they've started fruiting. They've even left the flowering stage. Now they've started fruiting. Now we are trying to do another one again, which we have 100% assurance that is going to really do well. That is just our belief, that it's going to really do well, because we have access to many resources, pond water, we have access to a fertile land. Look at it. We have access to fertile land. And we have some other stuff like that to give us access to some resources like the water. Look at it. We have very close to water here. This is a dam that is really going to supply water to this tomato farm here. So we are expected to get a bountiful harvest from this place. And now we are not just doing this alone. We are carrying our youth, our internship students from SKA, from FUNAB, from Makurdi. We are carrying them along and see how they can also be part of this exercise as well. And that is what is happening here. Now we are also very careful about what we call gender equality as well. It is not just about the guys alone. Yes, guys are doing great, and also we have our ladies here doing something as well. That means, since food is not just meant for only guys alone, ladies and guys are also doing this. Please, we need to also see how we can carry the other gender along too, and that is what is happening there today. While we are also doing this, we are not just doing this alone. We are also trying to see how we can enjoy ourselves by playing music on the ground and also make it fun. These are some of the things we need to do as well. What if you want agriculture to be more enticing and more attractive, more sexy? make sure you imbibe some things that will make it more attractive, like music, like sports, like games, that will make our youth want to come into it. And that is what Sedge Farm Consult Limited is doing here. Yes, in case you are just joining us, this is the transplanting process. This is the stage in which we are transplanting our tomato at Sedge Farm Consult Limited, and that is what is happening. We have someone that is guiding them. We are not just doing it, maybe like just doing it for doing sake. We have someone that is guiding them, and that is Mr. Soji, who is an expert when it comes to crop farming. He knows about tomato, knows about other things as well, but when it comes to crop farming, he's doing a very great job, and that is the person that is guiding them on how to go about this. Now, I want to believe our intern students are not just doing aquaculture alone. When it comes to crop farming as well, they are also learning and they are doing well as well. You can see they carry everybody along on what you are doing. My name is Garuba Fisolumide, once again reporting live for Voice of the Farmer. Let's see how things are going. Probably we'll be talking to some of them, and let's see what they've been able to learn so far, because this is the second time we are doing this transplanting process. I think it should be easier than the first one. Probably at least they've been able to learn something from the previous one and try to apply it here. And we have one of our rugged women here. Like I'll call her a woman, but she's a lady. She's doing very great when it comes to planting. I've never seen her maybe trying to like run away from job. That is a very good one from her. And she's also doing her activities. I believe from this she's going to replicate it when she get back home, at least to also contribute to food security in our own little way as well. And we have some of our staff here too. We are not just doing it with the students alone. Some of our staff are also here just to guide them and see what is happening. We have the intern students too doing the great thing as well. Yes, that's Mr. Celestine. He was the one that, I think, with his team, they were the one in charge of the former tomato farm, and I think they are still doing very great now. So we need to give them that accolade and also appreciate them that yes, they did well with the tomato that we planted the first time. So we want to believe this second one we are doing it too. They are here to also guide the other intern students and make sure it is success as well. So I pray we record the success after this as well too. Yes. Yes, we also acknowledge Mr. Sunday Adegbite. He's one of our past intern students now. I think he's on the live session with us here. He commented on the live session. So he was one of our past intern students. So I think it will be jealous in that I wish I should be here. So Sunday, we acknowledge you and we are saying a very big thank you for what you have done so far while you are doing your internship program here at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. No, we believe people are going to continue with the legacy you laid down. We believe people are going to continue with it. Yes, contributing our quota to the food security, exactly. So at Sedge Farm Consult Limited, we are contributing our quota to what we call food security in the nation. Yes. Let me see if we'll be able to talk to Mr. Celestine. Mr. Celestine, can you come closer, please? Yes, this is Mr. Celestine, and I want you to please kindly appreciate this guy for me because he's really doing a wonderful job when it comes to the management of the farm. So, Mr. Celestine, have you done this before coming to Sedge Farm Consult Limited?
No.
You have not done this before?
Yeah, I've not done this.
So, how do you feel doing this now? Have you learned anything so far from what you have been doing?
Yes, I've learned a lot from what we are doing here because I've come to understand that using some empty space we have on the farm for growing some crops, it will, at the end of the day, help us to earn a little amount of money to source other bills like fuel, at times feed, or when emergency
Stove.
When we need something emergency, when there's an emergency and there's no bulk money, we can get money from some of the things we plant on the farm.
So what have you learned so far? Because I know, and I've always seen you being the one managing the farm, watering the farm every day. So have you ever learned anything? And what do you intend to do after you leave this place?
I've learned that our crops are just like humans. They need more attention each and every day. So whenever you wake up, you come to the farm, you wet it, using the water we have from the pond, because the water has some nutrient too, and the nutrient now boosts the crops from growing. So at the end of the day, you discover that they grow very fast, they grow healthy, then and they yield enough.
That's a very good one. Thank you very much, Mr. Celestine. Now, to Mr. Sunday watching us, kindly help us to share this video, and other people watching us as well. Make sure you share this video so that people will know what is happening at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. Let's see if we can also have a conversation with some of our ladies here. I think I would love to talk to my madam here. She's doing a very good job. Madam, you are the one I'm talking to. Don't hide. Yes, hello. So sorry, what's your name, please? I can see and I know you have been doing very great when it comes to these activities. So tell us your name and what you've been able to learn so far.
My name is Elias Quincy Onyechi.
Okay.
I'm a student of Osun State University.
Okay.
But when it comes to planting of tomatoes, I got to learn a lot because I'm a kind of person I don't really know how to even hold hoe before. But now at least I can handle it perfectly. And I'm trying to learn, I'm even learning more when it comes to planting of tomatoes and transplanting of tomatoes.
Okay.
Because at first I always wonder how they normally plant tomatoes. But I thank God I got to witness it in Sedge Farm, which is a great opportunity and a great learning activities for us.
Well done, well done. Yes, that is one of our intern students from Osun State University. Yeah, she said even before she can't even hold maybe hoe or cutlass. She was even wondering how tomatoes were being grown. So now, but now at Sedge Farm Consult Limited, she knows how these things are being done. You know, we won't just tell you that this is how it's been done. We will allow you to do it, then you learn from that as well. And that is what we are doing at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. We have one of our rugged girls too, Ademide. She gets one kind thing for her head, but at least she's doing very great too. So one of our, like we have Favor here too, yes, one of our intern students too from SKA. You know, Sedge Farm is not just about students from Nigeria alone. We also have internship from other countries as well. That is Benin Republic, and they are doing a very great job. So yes, these are some of our students too from Makurdi. We have some of them from Uni Osun, from SKA, and we are going to transplant all these things today. Yes, we are going to transplant all these things today. So we'll also be giving you updates on what is going on the farm, and we are very sure when we want to harvest, definitely you'll be carried along. Now, this is Mr. Soji. You know, he is a well-known person when it comes to aquaculture and when it comes to crop farming as well, because he knows his onions and he knows how to go about it, and that is why we consult him, because he's also part of the family at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. So we'll be talking to him about taking us through the stages and the process in which this tomato that we are transplanting today, they pass through before they get to this level. Mr. Soji, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, you as a person that knows this tomato, I think you did a very good job seeing them with you. You know, you have done something very great before we have this. Now, can you just take us through the process and what varieties do you know, and what are the process that we have in tomato farming?
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Olumide. Presently, we are here on Sedge Farm. So this is a we know the seed of cobra.
Okay.
Every one of us is familiar with cobra due to the situation around us, most especially whenever we plant other varieties that they die most of the time. But since we have improved seed, which is cobra, so everybody is used to this cobra. So we are planting cobra, and due to its high yield as well, and due to its strength to withstand this kind of weather,
diseases and
disease and every other thing. So this is cobra seedlings presently with me. So we nurse it, and this is just within 2 weeks plus. It's not up to 3 weeks that we nurse this.
Like seriously, you mean the one you are holding is not up to 3 weeks? Okay.
It's not up to 3 weeks. So from the nurse bed, so we harvested them this morning for transplanting this morning.
Okay.
So, and this is what we are doing presently now to transplant on Sedge Farm. All of us know what is going on in Nigeria presently. Everybody just have to have a farm, like my boss will say, have a farm at the backyard over there. So presently we have no choice than to come out as well to join our boss. Since our boss Sedge is having this vision as well. So we are joining the farm as well to plant it, because on our own farm as well we have a lot of things that we are doing. So presently we are now doing a massive work as well, because we have more than 1,000 holes, or if it's not reaches, there are holes that we have been constructed. And imagine planting more than, it's close to 2,000 that we are having here presently now that we are planting this morning. And everyone is working, every hand is dirty, because if your hand is not dirty, you can't eat. So everybody is working hard just to make sure that the vision is coming to reality.
Okay, now, I think I love the fact that you take us through the stages and what these varieties we are planting is all about. So now, what is your message to our youth? You know, I know, but I think the narrative is changing already. Some of our youth are coming into agriculture, but you know, we still need to continue telling them why they need to venture into agriculture. Looking at you, you are a youth, and I know you are doing very fine, and it's all about agriculture. So what's your message to our youth out there?
To be sincere with you, challenges at times make the best comer of you. Based on the challenges I have had many times, because those that knows me very well. I've managed many farms and I've worked for people, and I was looking at the outcome, what people are making, and my own knowledge, what I was producing as well. Then I start looking at it, what can I do, how can I go about it? And I won't tell you lie, that is the reason why I'm one of Sedge family, because he gave me an idea and he gave me the word that really helped me today. And that was the reason why, after being manager for many farms, then I took up the idea. He told me, everything is not money, to be sincere with you. But like presently that I'm talking to you, it's not about money. All it's just about having an idea, not the technical know-how of how everything is being done. So when you have technical know-how of something, then surely venture into it, and from there you also go out of, you always make something out of it. Presently, every one of us know that there's food scarcity here and there in Nigeria, everywhere. But the best thing you can do, little money you invest into this business, you have a lot of cash out of it. Just let us be sincere. Presently, now that everywhere and there everybody's dying of hunger, everybody's crying of hunger, you can't just leave the grassland at your backyard or where nobody's using, even though uncompleted buildings that people are not using and they build them. You can do something there as well and just do something. You can go to farmers and ask them to give you seedlings. They will surely give you. So if it's only 50 you can plant that 50. Out of that 50, you still make nothing less than, at least if it's 40,000, 50,000, you make out of it, and from there start scaling up, and from there you start making money. So as youth, we have no reason, even though you are working class man, whatsoever you are doing, you can, your backyard are there, plant something, even though it's the tomato that only you and your family will be eating. It will save us a lot of stress as well.
Thank you very much, Mr. Soji, and I think that is all from him. He already explained to us why we need to start growing something, and that is what we are saying: grow what you eat. Even if it is not for commercial purpose, try and grow what you eat. You can see we have some of our sexy ladies here, Rachel, and now she's dirty now because she's doing farming activities. But we'll be talking to her. You know, some people said farming is dirty. Yes, I will agree with you that yes, you need to soil your hand and look dirty when you want to do farming activities. But I believe you can also farm and slay. Nobody will know that this is one of our pretty ladies that we have on the farm, and she's doing the farming activities. Look at her, she's looking dirty, but definitely we know after this, when she go back to her hostel, definitely you won't even recognize her at all. So Mrs. Rachel, so can you just tell us what you've been able to learn so far from this Sedge Farm Consult Limited with these activities that you guys are doing?
I'm able to learn a lot of things. Like now today, as you can see, I'm dirty. I was clearing the pond. I didn't know how to clear pond before, but now I know how to prepare new ponds. And you know, tomatoes. I didn't exactly know how tomatoes were planted or transplanted in this case before, but now I am. I've learned a lot of things from Sedge Farm: how to feed fish, the areas, the points at which feeds you like really eats from. So you know, I know places like that, and there's so much like I can't begin to say, because it will be like an essay. That's how much I've learned. So I've learned a lot from Sedge Farm. Is really doing well.
Well done. That's a good one from her. You know, it's you know, I said it that we are very careful about gender equality. That means we need to carry almost everybody along. We are not just doing just guys alone. So we have some ladies among us here that they're also doing very good too. Now, this is a good one from us here. So we are very sure when it's time to harvest, we will also give you updates. And also when they start moving from one state to another, we'll also give you updates from what we have at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. And now probably let's see if we can also talk to some of these students as well about what they've learned so far from the farm. But let's continue seeing how these activities have been done. Yes. In case you are just joining us, this is Sedge Farm Consult Limited, where we are having the transplanting activities of tomato farm. Yes, at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. Yes, this is an ongoing activities here. I want to say a very big thank you to some people that are commenting on our video. Yes, Sunday Adegbite, Olamiro, Omolewa, and some other people as well. Just make sure you share this video to get to many people. I'm very sure they are going to learn one or two things from this video. Probably some of them might not even know how to do transplanting, and this is what we are doing at Sedge Farm Consult Limited. And also share to many people as well to also see that if you are into aquaculture sector, it is not just only fish you should be doing. You can also do what we call integrated farming, and that is what we are doing here at Sedge Farm Consult Limited, and that is what is happening here. You can see this is an integrated farm. We have ponds around us. Yes, ponds are around us that we can always use the water to supply water to our tomato farm. And we also have dam. That is a canal which is very close to us here. That means access to water is easier for us. Then why can't we do something that is going to really make us to have something that will be able to feed our nation? Because what we are harvesting from here, I can bet it with you that we cannot eat it alone. That means we need to sell some and even give out some as well, just to make sure we have something. Now, you can also contribute to food security in your own little way. That your space at your backyard, grow something there. That your space at your backyard, make sure you grow something here. I'll be rounding up this session now. Probably we'll be talking to some of our students at the backstage, and probably if it is possible, we'll be sending some pictures out and see how these activities have been done. My name is Garuba Afesolumide once again. You know, I'm farmers advocate, and when it comes to anything about agriculture, and that is why you always see me, I always advocate for farmers and try to also advocate for youth inclusion in agriculture, and also say every school should always have a farm. Every school, every home should have a garden, they should have a farm. Let's contribute to food security in our own nation. Till I come your way next time, my name is Garuba Afesolumide once again. I say bye-bye and God bless.